Hello YouTube, and welcome back again to another horror film review here on the Horror Globe. I am Falagar, and I shall be reviewing Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. I seen this back in the day in the early mid-90s with our dear pal Brian, and I thought it was very good at the time. I enjoyed it. He thought it was just okay. I shall tell you the things that I loved about the film and the things that I did not. Let's start with how this film begins. It opens up with a narration of where holidays come from, and then there is an opening number, and you go into Halloween land, and you hear these different creatures singing, and the music was okay. Um, yeah, and then it goes to this character named Jack Skellington. Skellington. Jack Skellington. Yeah, the Pumpkin King. And he has just returned from a very successful outing, scaring people, celebrating another successful Halloween. And I really liked the creatures. Some were very scary, and it just looked overall dark. There is a character in here with an axe embedded on his head. I liked that. I would have preferred more blood and more gore in some of these scenes, and less music. It started getting a little too musical for my taste. I prefer more blood, but for what I got, it was still it was still good. Now, um, now that Halloween is over, Jack feels as if there is something lacking in his life. I do not know what could possibly be lacking. He has it made. He's living in Halloween Town, and he strolls off and stumbles into Christmas land and becomes fascinated by this world. And I can't understand why. There's snow and elves and more singing. He begins singing. Why are they breaking into song? They're breaking into song too much. And then they bring in Christmas elements into the film, where now Jack feels as if he wants to take over Christmas this year and asks Oogie Boogie's kids to kidnap Santa Claus so he can give him a day off. Of course, there is another character named the girl, Sally. She's a stitched together female, almost in the same fashion of Frankenstein, put together by a paraplegic uh, zombie scientist. And uh, she likes Jack, and that's fine. Of course, horror monsters need horror creatures need love too, and so do zombies. So now uh, they're successful in kidnapping Santa Claus, and he gets a suit made for him, and the mad scientist in the wheelchair makes the skeletal reindeer for him, and he attempts to bring goodwill towards men, okay, with presents, and the part where he's actually ruining Christmas. I love that. I enjoyed it very, very much. I don't quite understand why they had to bring so much Christmas aspects into this film. It was fine as a Halloween film, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, there was too much singing for my liking, and 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 not enough blood. If they would have had a little less singing and more blood and killing, of course, I would enjoy this more. Um, so, as a Halloween film, I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was great. Let me read the back. Enter an extraordinary world filled with magic and wonder. This special edition of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas celebrates the groundbreaking accomplishments of the first full-length stop-motion animated feature with bonus materials never before available on DVD. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, decides to spread Christmas joy to the world. But his well-meaning mission unwittingly puts Santa Claus in jeopardy and creates a nightmare for all good little boys and girls everywhere. Who will save Christmas? The visionary genius of Tim Burton, who did Sleepy Hollow, and the 10 original songs by Danny Elfman, Oingo Boingo, make this critically acclaimed movie milestone a unique, engaging fantasy for the whole world. And I believe it was Tim Burton, not Tim Burton, but yes, actually Tim Burton, who did the singing voice for Jack Skellington, which was absolutely unnecessary. Needed to have more blood and less singing and more killing. But as it was, as a Halloween film, I enjoyed it and it was good. Now, for special features, we have deleted scenes and animated sequences, behind the scenes look at the making of the film, storyboard to film comparison, still frame gallery of concept art and character designs, over 450 images, audio commentary by director Henry Selick, original theatrical trailers and posters, Tim Burton's early films, Vincent, Tim Burton's directorial debut, and Frankenweenie, the uncut version, never before available. I enjoyed that film, Frankenweenie, the uncut live-action version. I've yet to see the CG. And that is it for special features. The film was made in, I can't seem to find the date, but that's okay. It's only 76 minutes long and it's rated PG. But it should have been an R. But that's okay. Still a very great Halloween film and a treat for the eyes. And I suppose if you're into musicals, then to the ears. It blends great CG effects, animation, stop motion, and everything. So pick this up. I intend to pick up the Blu-ray of it. I still have this very nice looking DVD edition, nice and black. Love it. Great picture on the front. Picture quality and sound quality were very good. And my final score, as a Halloween film, I would give The Nightmare Before Christmas I would give Nightmare Before Christmas a 4.5 out of 5 as for a Halloween movie. Now I believe my other half, not my better half, but the other Christmas part of me is going to also review this film, and I can feel him wanting to get out and review this as a Christmas movie. But that can be found on Falagar517 on that channel. So head on over there and check that review out. I don't know when that will be up, but look for it. It will be up there. And he's going to review, the other part of me is going to review The Nightmare Before Christmas as a Christmas movie, because I reviewed this right now as a horror film for Halloween, and it was still spectacular. 4.5 out of 5, folks. Thank you guys for watching, and farewell.